Hello, and thank you for being here with me. I want to share with you what this amazing spiritual entrepreneur, Mara Panacci, has done in the first month of working with me and how she did it. So it can help any of you who want to take your purpose and live it in a big way. Hi, I'm Transformation Tara, and I'm here with Mara Panacci. Hi, Mara. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Tara. Such an honor. Thanks for having me.
Mara, it has been an honor to have you step into our magical manifestation mastermind and to reconnect with you. You're just a beautiful soul. I love the amazing women I get to work with, and you are just so special to me. And to have you to be able to guide you in this and see where you've been able to take it so quickly. So, if you could share with people and like where you were at, why you wanted to work with me to begin with, and where you were at then, we'll start with that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, great question. Let's see. Well, you and I have gone back, I've been following you for a long time. We've been friends for a long time, but even beyond that, I always love your energy. I love what you bring. You're authentic, you're knowledgeable, and you've been consistently growing your business over the past number of years that I've known you. And so that to me builds trust. So I trusted you. I knew that um for me, I wanted to go to the next level. So, yes, I've been in business for a while, in the yoga business, in the teaching business, in the business of women's health and transformation. But I've also been raising, I've had 5 children in that time frame, and also raising children, right? And like taking care of a home and community and all of those things. So but now my youngest, like I'm not having any more kids, and my youngest is 2.5 or 3. And so there's more time, and my eldest is older. So there's more time for me to actually like step into my life's purpose, my soul purpose beyond being a mother. Like I think it's so important to nurture our souls. And you do that so well, like you model that so well. You're a mom. So I knew I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to make real money, big money for me, and I'm ready to let the world know what I'm doing. And I know I am a big believer in having support and having coaches and teachers. And so I knew that I couldn't do it alone. And so you actually reached out to me. I mean, we've been, following each other for a long time, and you sent me a message like, let's catch up. And I was like, yeah, that's the sign I need. This is the woman I need in my life. And I think before we even had much of a conversation, I was like, yeah, I'm in, like, let's go there. I'm ready.
And we hadn't conversed though, really in I mean 6, 7, 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we weren't friends that were regularly connected, although I do consider you near and dear to my heart.
Definitely.
And I'm just sharing that with people because um, when you see people online, you don't, it's great that you can stay connected and see that they have a business, but you don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. And I think reaching out and just sending a message, you never know where it's going to lead you, and it can lead you to somewhere you're really meant to be. So like, not to be shy if you are a coach out there or you're someone that wants coaching, either way, like reach out to people that are attractive to you in some way, because there's something about that you're connecting for a reason. Like it's really powerful to build your connections and your network. And I think with Mara and I, it's just a really beautiful win-win, right, for both of us.
Yeah,
And
100%.
yeah, I'm so excited to have her as a client, not just to build my business, because I get to watch her thrive and grow. And like, it's like, I love doing that with people that I love. And for Mara, she gets to build her business and step into the wealth that she really deserve, that you really deserve.
Mhm.
And that you've been, and it's, I don't think there's a woman in this world that hasn't had her career stepped back a little or put on hold while she's like raising her babies. Like that takes a little bit of energy.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I think you said it right. Like you want to see women succeed, and we can feel that. Like I feel that. So,
Thank
and you're
you.
successful, so I want to be in your inner court. Like I want to learn from the best. I want to learn from who's doing it and who can take me there and wants to see me thrive. So that's what makes it fun. Like really fun.
It is really fun. It's really
Mhm.
fun. So, what kind of results have you had in your first month in working with me and joining the mastermind program?
Well, it's interesting, because I went from like not hardly making any money, like I would say zero. No, not zero, but just little. And for me, it was like, I'm going to totally stretch myself and set a goal. Like, wouldn't it be amazing, super challenging if I shot for like 10,000 a month? Like, I'm going from 1,000 maybe to 10,000. I knew that was really big, and I was prepared to go the distance. Like, I'm signed on for a long term. It's a year. I'm not looking for a quick result. I'm committed to walking this path, I have a lot to learn. But it was that mind shift. It was like, okay, I'm in it. I'm going to do it. I said it out loud. You said, totally, you can do that. And this is how. I learned so much in the first couple of weeks that I signed on 3 clients and made $15,000 in the first month.
Wow. Oh, I love
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, I'm still trying to, so much of it is just shifting my mindset. Like, yeah, I'm someone that makes money
it.
now, and that wasn't me before. And so it was all mind shift and support.
It's mindset shift is huge. Yeah, and then knowing how, like how do you package and price it? How do you sell it? Like you would just, we utilize this program called Voxer for anyone watching if you know it or don't know it. It's like an app on your phone where we can send voice messages and text. And so Mara would message me and say, okay, I've got this situation with a client, with a friend, with someone in my yoga class or my workout classes. Like, I think they'd be a good candidate for what I do. And then we would just go back and forth and figure it out. And I loved getting your message. Like one of them the next day, she said yes. And the ripple effect of this is so huge because I'm so grateful I get to help you. And now you are building your business very quickly and you're helping your clients and helping them like up level in their life and receive their own transformation and spiritual evolution. And I know you are so gifted and talented. And I think I really want to commend you too, because you stepped into this program like with trust, without skepticism, and ready to be coached. And that is so key for anyone out there. Like you have to be coachable. Like don't step into a program and think, I don't know if I should have invested in myself. I'm not sure. Can I trust you? Can I not? Like I definitely have had those clients and it takes them so much longer because they spend all of this time and energy going, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing rather than just going all in. And you said on this interview right here, like, I knew I couldn't do it alone. And that's like, I think the strongest, most empowered women know that we are more empowered and we are stronger when we're together and when we allow in guidance and support. Would you agree with
Absolutely.
that?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not new, right? I've been around the block a couple times, and I guess I should say, like, I know I can do things alone, but man, woman, like I can go so much further. Like I'm at the point where I want a wise mentor. I want someone on my side to say, hey, I made this mistake, do it this way. Or hey, I have a client phone call. Like, what do you think, Tara? What wording? And you're just like, so that's like lifetimes, years and years and years that I don't have to go and learn because you're right there telling me, coaching me, helping me. And it's super valuable. I mean, I go in with so much more confidence because of that. So I have backup, then I can be that for my clients. And it really is such a beautiful, supported, wonderful thing. We can all go further together, like faster.
Further faster is the key. It's not that you can't do it alone, but you'll go further faster. And those little like messages back and forth that are like, what do I say in this scenario? Yeah, that's because I've made the mistakes and I've had my own coaches and I've been doing this for 10 years plus. And that's the difference. Like those 2 minutes on that Voxer call could be the difference every time you talk to someone of another $5,000. Like, tell
Agreed.
me if that's worth it. And I've had people tell me one of the most valuable things you offer is the Voxer because it's just like that in the moment support that like, I need something. Can you be here for me now? And I'm there for them. They're like, oh, got it. You're not always waiting in between our sessions, although I love our sessions, but yeah, and our workshops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, Speaking of that, if you're tuning in, I do want to mention that we have a workshop coming up that I'm so thrilled about. It's called Heart-Centered Sales. And it's really, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a spiritual guru, and if you have a purpose that you want to fulfill in any way, you are in sales, because it's the only way to enroll people is to get them in to work with you and to pay you for it, because they have better results. So heartcenteredsales.live, LIVE, would be where you'd go to join and check that out. So with that, let's talk more about your journey, Mara, and what really made the difference for you. So it was really the mindset. And what about the packaging and pricing? Do you think you would have charged those kind of prices or known how to package if you were doing it on your own?
No way. I don't know if I ever would have gotten to that package price. Honestly, like a $5,000 package price. Even just getting comfortable with those words, those numbers, how to speak about it eloquently, how to believe it myself, like that. No, I never would have. I would still be way low. And you know what the craziest thing is? You said one thing in one of our meetings or coaching sessions or group sessions, they're also valuable. It was, if someone's willing to spend $1 with you, they're willing to spend thousands. And that really clicked for me because it's so true. People were already in my sphere and no one said no. This is the thing. No one gave me big like objections. They were all yes. And
Well,
that just blew my mind. I mean, not that everyone's going to be yes. I really get
right.
that. But just, I was like, I just couldn't believe it. So all these mental blocks I had in my head over like, people don't have that money. That's my friend. She won't want to pay me that. Another thing you told me is don't judge people by their bank accounts. And it's so true. It really helps me. Like I come from a hardworking, we have all different backgrounds and relationships with money and wealth. And I needed that to help me shift.
Yeah, don't get in their bank account and think of whether or not they can afford it, because it's really up to them. And some people that don't have it really make it work, and they go all in. And even you went all in right away because you're like, I want to make this investment matter. Was it scary to make that investment at the beginning?
Oh yeah. I mean, I said yes, I didn't even know. I mean, and I'm in Canada, you're US, right? Like double, triple the price, but I knew I could do it. I knew it felt right in my body. So I'm also intuitive. I'm like, I know it feels right in my body. Sure, on paper, I don't have this money. Like on paper, I don't. But if I want to step into wealth, then I have to level up. And I have to level up with my coaches. Like you get what you pay for. So if I want to be big, I need to have big behind me. That's how I see it. And in the first month, it's like more than paid off, more than half, or I don't even know, Tara. I don't even know what I owe you. I'm just all in. That's, you know?
Well, you are already bet for 1 month. Yeah, I mean, you already know that the investment is, I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to make, it's going to be a very small percentage of what you invest in the program. And that's what you want it to be, an investment. You cannot take that money and put it in your stocks and get this kind of return this quickly. You can't take this money and keep it in savings and get a percentage like that. Like, it's got to be, if you're putting your money into building your business, I think you've got to realize that you're doing it for a return. And it's really powerful because it not only impacts typically a financial return, but has it impacted you in any other ways? Or has there been anything about this that's surprised you with maybe other aspects of your life? I'm just curious, and I don't even know.
Well, I think it's just a great example to my whole family. I mean, my kids to see me pursuing something that like really stepping in, like, oh, mama's working. I think it's really powerful for them. I love that they have to do more around the house. I love that my husband sees me in that role of like, oh, she's stepping out and living her soul calling. I love that. I think that I feel more adored by my children, by my husband, by my sisterhood. I think they see me stepping in and they're like, "Wow, that's amazing. It's so inspiring." It inspires them to level up too. So like my whole community is benefiting for me stepping into um my abundance or on my path. So, yeah, I think it's really huge. My whole life has changed and everyone in it. It's very healthy,
Wow.
sustainable, yeah.
I love that. Your whole life has changed and everyone in it. I do think it's like almost giving yourself permission to let your light shine in a big way and even value yourself in your time. Like, yes, children, this is like, like, I'm taking care of my soul calling and following my purpose. So you have to take care of other things and step up. And I do notice that partners, like husbands, spouses, loving romantic partners, they might sometimes even be put off by it at first, or, oh, what are you investing in? What's going on? But very quickly, I see like this new like respect because the client like you will have this beautiful new confidence and purpose and drive and like feeling and you start to shine your light from within, you know, in your marriage, in your with your children, with your sisterhood as you call it, with your audience and you know, clients and the people you know. So it is just it is really beautiful to
Oh,
wake up and live your passion and know you can get paid for it. I'm
yes.
sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm so into it with you. I'm so excited about it because who doesn't love someone who's vibrant and excited about their life and happy? Like it's just it's so great and inspiring for everybody.
Well, and I think it's really easy for women to get lost in the purpose of motherhood. Not that it's not the most amazing purpose, because I like love being a mother, and I know you do. You have five of them, five of those beauties, and it is amazing. But you don't want to just have that be your role, like lose yourself in it, right? Like, and then the kids are going to continue to grow. And where are you? And how does that impact the marriage if you're just the mother, right? Like, it's really powerful to say, I get to be a mother and I have even more to me than that. And I
Yeah.
get to be that example for my children.
Well, another thing I really learned with you in this month, which I knew, like there are things that I know, of course, in my head, technically, but then having you behind me and your team reminding me, like, what can you take off your plate? Like, because I'm all of a sudden I'm getting like, oh, how can I have this to do and that to do.
Yeah.
And one huge shift was, what can you take off your plate? Get someone to do that. I'm like, wow, yeah, hire someone else. I mean, those things. Or when I met with Melissa,
That's
this is such a lovely like coach that I meet with one-on-one. She's like, how are you taking care of yourself? I'm like, oh yeah, I know, I should know this. But it's so lovely to have someone who's just there for me.
to make sure you are taking care of yourself. And I think a lot of people that step into my program, not a lot, but some people will say, I'm scared about the time commitment. And I just think that's interesting because you've already shared how this, you know, you actually opened up more time for yourself.
More time. And you know what? I don't like if I miss a class because my life is wherever and I had to do something else, then it's such a nice treat for me to curl up at the end of the night with, you know, a cup of something warm or whatever I like to do and like watch it. It's for me instead of like scrolling or I'd be doing something else that was sort of wasting time, but now I get to do something that lights me up and that's positive and I watch a recording. So it's great. I've become so purpose driven um, not in a way that I'm like driving myself to the ground. I actually have more time for fun, more time for my business, more time for everything because I'm zoned in on what I'm on my passion instead of like trying to numb out or like, you know what I mean?
Totally, totally. And there's just that it's intentional living. I think it's intentional living. We start like you and I bring intention to our yoga practice, and now we get to bring that into all aspects of life and be reminded because there is not only my team, but the tribe of women that are in it with you. There's just this new accountability with how are you living? What are you doing? You know, um, you said to me once that you were surprised when you stepped into the program about like, I don't know if it was like how that the organization was larger than you thought at what had grown. Do you remember that? What What did you mean by that?
I was just like, wow, like you have a team, like this is a business, it's a real operation, like you have a queendom, like you are the queen and you have all these like beautiful people that feel loved and supported and adore you and who are there to step in and do all the things that need to be done. So it's so professional, super organized. Everyone is so lovely and helpful. I had just had no idea what you had going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, they
It's
are. They're amazing women. I'm so grateful for every person on my team, and the clients are just beautiful. I think we just attract really really beautiful souls. So it creates a beautiful environment, I guess, to be part of. I think
really,
I'm grateful for it.
I love being a part of it. It's so inspiring, and yeah, I feel like I'm part of the team. Like yeah, it just
Part of
feels
the tribe.
part
I
of the
call it the
tribe.
transformation tribe. You have the transformation tribe. Um, so let me ask you, if you were to recommend the program, would you recommend it and who would you recommend it to? Like, let's say the mastermind, the magical manifestation mastermind.
Let's see. For me, I think you have to be willing. You have to be all in. That's it. You don't have to be super experienced. I don't think you have to already have a business. I think you can be at multiple stages and places on your path, but you have to be all in and like willing to go the distance and willing to put time in and willing to have fun. Willing and committed.
I agree. I love that because I want to work with people that I only want to work with people who get results. Like
Mm,
it feels best for me, it feels best for them, it's better for everyone. And the way you get results is pretty simple. You just decide that you're in. I mean, it's pretty
yeah.
much the decision. And that doesn't
You
mean
also have to be willing to like expect results. Like you're going to be successful. So are you ready for that? Like you got to be ready because
I love it. So beautifully said. So, with that, I think I will close up our beautiful talk today and just thank you so much for your time. Unless you have any last words of wisdom for any woman out there that is interested in up leveling and really either finding or following her purpose and maybe working with the transformationterra.com coaching programs.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you, Tara. You're just such a shining light and so purpose driven and knowledgeable. I just love working with
Thank
you.
you.
And women out there, like the time is now. There's no later time. There's no time when the kids get a bit older. There's no like time when the weather gets a bit warmer or you lose 5 more pounds or whatever, like, or you learn more. Like the time is now. If you feel the call, jump in, and the team is here and Tara is here. Don't wait.
Thank you so much. That is so beautiful. And if you are watching this at a different time later on, you can always go to connectwithtara.live to connect with us and book a complimentary breakthrough session to see if this is a fit for you. And thank you, Mara, for stepping forward for yourself, for your family, and being that example for all women to step in your purpose and follow what your soul is calling for and what your heart is desiring. And thank you for watching. And with that, I will give you a namaste and peace out, everyone.